Patch notes is time. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? February update. Call of the Wild Soul. We'll do it differently this time around. We'll watch Henry's video.
What's up, nerds? Today we're going to cover the February Call of the Wild
Call
Soul
us
update,
nerds.
which brings the latest class, a bunch of progression events, and is also one of our base build updates, which means a ton of quality of life changes are coming, including the major arc passive update. Up first, let's talk about the Wild Soul class. The Wild Soul is the latest specialist class, which channels the primal energy of animals sealed within their mystical scroll weapon and seamlessly blends illusions and shape-shifting in combat. They can summon phantom beasts to fight alongside them or transform into one themselves, shifting between two distinct forms to adapt to any battle. Those two forms are going to be a bear form and a fox form. The two arc passive trees are based around these core mechanics, with one being a crit swift build built around those illusion skills, and the other being a spec crit build that powers up transforming into the bear and fox forms. Super cool class and has some really fun animations. The flavor of it is great. And to support it, the February update is going to bring in a bunch of progression events built for you to add a Wild Soul to your roster and quickly level it up, or level up a different character you've been looking forward to play. Or, kind of the third option, for new and returning players, you can use these on your main character to join the fight in Tier 4. Let's go through a quick overview of each of the events arriving in the update. First up, a South Curzon event power pass.
You can do the event under 1660 if they want for returning.
This power pass drops you off at item level 1580, as if you had just completed the South Curzon storyline. That event power pass is going to tie in really well with the Makoko Challenge Express event, which is a progression event that grants significant honing boosts, caches of valuable rewards like honing materials, tier 4 gems.
Only the 1641, dude? How is that supposed to help if they're like just barely not a Makoko, man? Come on.
All the way up to tier 4 level 7 gems, and other key progression materials as you continue to hone and complete various missions, all within that special event UI. The Makoko Challenge Express can be designated on a character between item level 1580 and 1641.
I don't know. Why not just 1660?
And like the Power Pass, will be available to max out and complete until May 21st. So on top of those events, an advanced honing event is also going to arrive. This one is aimed at players with at least one character above item.
It's good they're giving us the thing lasting the same amount of time as the Power Pass. They've been doing this weird thing where the Power Pass and the Express event haven't been lasting the same amount of time. Like you had to use the Power Pass within a month or you lost it, which is really weird.
Item level 1620, and is built to help you progress through advanced honing by providing support materials and rewards. We added this event on top of the Makoko Challenge Express so that you could have some customization in case.
Is he going to showcase this in-game? No, he's not going to show anything in-game. I guess hopefully this is good. We need a lot of help with this. At least at NA West, we are absolutely doomed for getting advanced honing completed. Every other region, it's fine. This is going to just make them a decent chunk cheaper. But for us, this might make it sort of viable, reasonable to do it, but I doubt it.
In case there are other characters
still probably going to be a skip.
That you wanted some help
Tier 4.
Honing, or you can still choose to focus all of these events on one character to really boost it up there.
At least you can claim on different stuff. That's cool.
Events, we're bringing back two other events packed with additional rewards: the Makoko Bootcamp and Event Guardian Raid.
Hell yeah, Makoko Bootcamp, dude.
Let's touch on Event Guardian Raids. Those have been in the game a few times, but if you need a refresher, you can battle different Guardians once a day per character to earn event coins, or earn them by participating.
This event is cool. I do this sometimes.
A new event shop with a bunch of the classic
maybe I do it on the weekends, like Fridays, when it's got the double coins.
Month-over-month events, and those are going to be available until April 23rd. The final event to help further teach players the
April 23rd. So April 23rd is going to be a patch. Is going to be probably our Act 3 raid.
Event until May 21st. Community feedback coming out of the event's debut was extremely helpful, and something we will continue to look at coming out of this second iteration of the event. We're looking to turn this into a longer-term solution.
This is good being for under 1670. I still think that it could even go to 1680, or that like once you get 1670, it should linger for a week or two. But you know, something's better than nothing. It's good that they are just bringing it back. Hopefully, they just keep, you know, resetting the shop, but not actually ending the event.
and make this event a
This needs to be
permanent system in
permanent till the
game,
game
but we
goes
weren't ready
offline.
to roll out those changes in time for the Wild Soul release and the accompanying progression events. So this version of the Makoko Bootcamp will include players who had not logged in with the last 60 days, or who created a new account within the last 60 days, and who are under item level 1670.
The event ended for what?
This event
30
is gonna have
days?
some
40
updated
days?
and refreshed
Kinda
role
lame.
play, and we're going to continue to monitor the in-game data
Oh
and
no, just a
player
month.
feedback
Exactly a month.
on our path to making this a more permanent system. To quickly touch on store updates, there's going to be a bunch of new items to support the launch of the Wild Soul, with new packs, launch cosmetics for the class, and the addition of their legendary skins. There's also going to be some new stronghold structures and
I'd love to
new
get
crystal
the
skins
launch
for all
skin for this
classes, which are
class.
the Pirate King skins.
Okay, but
For the final section, I'm going
what
to
are
sum
these
up and
pirate
touch on some
skins?
of the key quality of legendary
These skins are
functions on
so
the
old they
system
don't even have a
and
video
to
for
monitor
them
the
in
in-game
Smilegate's
data
version.
and player feedback on our path to
They're
making this a more
literally
permanent
like 6
system.
years plus if you're gonna go crazy for the stronghold structures. I mean, honestly, I'm wearing this skin on my Wild
Hell
Soul.
yeah, I'm going for the structures.
I'm wearing this pirate skin on my Wild Soul.
What?
Yep, this
Ain't
one
no
right here.
fucking way.
I'm wearing
Ain't
this.
no
I'm
fucking
wearing
way.
this, dude. Yep.
You will be receiving no funds from me.
What the fuck you want me to wear?
The legendary one.
The winter suit? No, fuck that.
Why not?
It looks terrible.
You're terrible.
Her launch skin looks good, but the legendary one with
Yeah.
the fuzzy mitts and everything, no, that one's dumb. The launch one's really good, but the winter coat makes no sense.
You just hate cute things, huh?
The winter coat is not, I don't know, that's not druid. It's not druidic all, or like it's literally like it's just a winter suit, like a winter outfit.
Yeah, but it's just yeah.
$100+ for no.
For the final section, I'm going to sum up and touch on some of the key quality of life changes, but there are an
Is this the player
absolute
here?
ton of them. So if you want all the specifics, the release notes will cover those and will be your best friend. The biggest and most impactful change is the overhaul
We'll take the TLDR version
to
from Henry.
introduce the ARC passive system much earlier for all players. This update brings a fundamental shift to ARC passive mechanics, gear progression, accessories,
Finally,
streamlining how
ARC
you
passive
unlock and
everywhere.
Enhance your characters across
Don't have to
all
worry about
tiers of
sets
the
and all that
game,
old shit.
not just
We're now tier 4
like it
game.
was previously. The ARC passive now unlocks from character creation, evolving dynamically as you progress throughout your journeys in Arcasia. Evolution and enlightenment mechanics have been revamped. There's going to be a balance section kind of at the end that covers some of those revamps in the written notes. And we've also refined how armor and accessories contribute to combat effectiveness in those early tiers when they're playing with the
All good stuff.
introduction of the ARC passive system. Meanwhile, engravings and ability stones have also been adjusted accordingly in those earlier tiers, kind of removing some of those older mechanics and ensuring smoother progression. Additionally, major content adjustments have been made in tandem with this, including boss HP. There's been some adjustments to certain Hyper Awakening skills once you reach tier 4, and all of these kind of help refine the overall gameplay experience. These changes aim to reduce complexity, unify gear progression,
Oh, the
and
combo
enhance
damage
accessibility,
numbers, dude.
allowing players to focus more on combat mastery and customization in a smooth way as they progress from tier to tier. All of the nitty-gritty point adjustments about how many enlightenment points are on certain armors in tier 3, and when you can activate certain engravings, it's super in-depth, and all of that is detailed out in the written release notes. On top of that, there are some other quality of life changes arriving that we know players were looking forward to, such as the option to combine damage numbers from an attack into a single number, really helpful for visualizing
Slayer
how much
Bloodlust.
damage multi-hit skills deal. There's also
And my
a small
Scrapper,
balance
honestly.
patch, like I mentioned earlier, largely focused around ARC passive
And
updates
Reaper.
to ensure that you can ease into the system earlier, and all of those balance numbers and changes can be found at the bottom of the written release notes. So those are going to be the highlights of the Call of the Wild Soul update. I personally can't wait. I love when we get the new events in the game, and I can't wait to try out the new class.
What does he talk
To end
about
with a
for?
community question, I'd love to know what class you're excited to use these progression events on, and if it's a Wild Soul, which version you plan to try out first. For me, I'm going to go with the Spec Transformation build. That's where I'm going to start off. I think
Everybody's
the bear
going
and the
that
fox
build,
look really
dude.
fun, and I don't have any like transformation classes in my main sticks right now. Another quick note before we wrap up, we're definitely going to continue to do patch notes with Henry for major updates heading forward, but as we catch up to a lot of the content in Korea, there's going to be some lighter months. And as you probably saw on the roadmap, in March, there will be some updates, but a major focus of it is going to be the music box of memories. So don't be too surprised if you don't hear from me until the next continent or raid release. Well, apart from the roadmap video that should be coming out sometime next month. As always, thanks for your continued support, passion, and feedback. We're going to be keeping an eye out for feedback on a ton of topics from this update, but one that would be super helpful is on that Makoko Bootcamp event. We really want to make sure that we find that permanent solution for it, and really want you to help us shape what that
They
is.
actually want the feedback,
It's
and
really
we'll
key
improve
in
it.
helping new players
It's good.
and returning players get
A little late
familiar
into the
with
game
those
for it,
ways,
but
while providing some rewards for our veteran audience. So, as always, you can please like and subscribe if this content is helpful for you. It's always super.
good job, Henry. Good video, Henry. Alright, yeah, I got everything here. Event Guardian, the skins. Skins are kind of whatever. Arc passive update. Already been over all that stuff before. What is the... HP has been reduced. Because your character is kind of overall more scuffed early on, or will feel a little bit different compared to a completed tier 3 character with the engraving support. They've reduced some stuff. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, he didn't talk about the bound gold in the video. Okay. Save mine hard is now... Oh, wow, okay. So there's basically no unbound gold. Wait. Heart Echidna and wait, Behemoth and Echidna are getting bound gold treatment? That seems fucked up. They just cut our gold. I mean, they're trying to mess with the inflation a bit, I guess, but fuck, dude. We still do those raids on those of us pushing our main characters because we don't have Act 3. They should have done this to Behemoth. Or well, not to Behemoth, to Echidna. They should have done this to Echidna, but Behemoth? That's fucked up. Behemoth should have been buffed back to 21k, and Echidna should have been nerfed down. Bayline 1-4 also getting nerfed down? I mean, this probably makes sense, but I don't know, that seems a little bit like jumping the gun. They removed Challenge Abyss finally. Platinum Fields are gone. You can exchange them through the merchant. That's cool. You can defeat the tier 3 field boss repeatedly. That's good. But you can just farm them every hour and just keep going. I mean, that's fine. That works. That's good. People need their horizontal completion. After the next horizontal thing comes out, it should just be unlocked. And you shouldn't have to wait daily or weekly for that kind of thing. Regular and advanced honing efficiency have been synchronized. Equal item levels will now have the same base effects. Because advanced honing was lower stat than regular honing. Now it's the exact same. It's a buff to everybody. Blood Claw drop fragments. Nice, nice. We need to be getting this, especially because we're about to be getting the second one probably next month. I really hope they don't delay the continent until April and then the next raid till May. That would suck. At least, like the continent at least needs to come out next month. Okay, this is the reason why I didn't use presets. It's because of gear transfer and all that annoyingness. I will actually probably set them up finally now that they've had the adjusting. Oh, and you can now choose to uncheck gold when you're in a raid. For all those people that forget. Right as the thing pops up. Hey, more cards, dude. Please up the card rate. Oh, you can get cards from the field boss? Okay. Gonna have to do more of those for sure. Not gonna miss those. Guardians or your cubes now scales to solo. You can do your Guardians or your cubes alone. I mean, good. Patch of the Henry video, great. All these updates are good. The skins are a little lackluster this month, but I mean, it is what it is. Most people are gonna want Wild Soul stuff anyway, and it's at least getting like 3 skins to start with. Have to check it out tomorrow, log in and get everything. That's it for the patch notes for me. Gotta do my dailies now.